Acts 27:21. Acts 27 verse 21. But after long abstinence from food, then Paul stood in the midst of them and said, Men, you should have listened to me and not have sailed from Crete and incurred this disaster and loss. Good morning, beloved followers of Christ. This is God's word for today. We conclude our in-depth study of Acts 27 today. In the past 2 days, we have seen the consequence of neglecting or abandoning the counsel of God on issues of our lives. We saw on the first day the dangers of depending upon expert opinions and majority consensus or decisions at the expense of God's clear instructions. Yesterday, we also looked at the foolishness in observing environmental events and conditions to take decisions when God has clearly spoken about the matter on ground. Let us note and understand again that these factors in themselves are not bad or wrong. When God has not clearly spoken on issues, it is best to use one or combination of these methods to discern what to do. The salient point, however, is God's instructions supersede and is more correct to obey over any other method that leads to decision making. Today, beloved, we want to see God's care, compassion, even when one has erred in not heeding his clear instructions. Beloved, our God is a God of the second, the third, and the fourth chances. His compassion, according to the psalmist, fails not. The verses that followed our key verse in the book of Acts 27 reveal another side of God which we must all learn and understand. In Acts 27 verses 22 to 24, which read us, And now I urge you to take heart, for there will be no loss of life among you, but only of the sheep. For there stood by me this night an angel of the God to whom I belong and whom I serve, saying, Do not be afraid, Paul. You must be brought before Caesar, and indeed God has granted you all those who sail with you. Beloved, no matter how stubborn you have been in neglecting the voice or clear instruction of God on the issue of your life, and no matter the level of consequences you are now facing for this disobedience, as long as you are God's child and you do not neglect the fellowship of other brethren, God may always show up in compassion. Please retrace your step back and do not neglect the fellowship. The shipmates and crew as well as passengers were put in peril of great storm because they rejected the counsel of the Lord through his servant. However, God in his mercy kept them in company and fellowship with his chosen servant. And because of Paul, everyone in the ship was saved, even though they incurred the loss of the ship. Beloved, several men have had the opportunity to enjoy God's compassion, giving them second or third chances to succeed. Samson, Peter, and several others have had that opportunity. You can have it too. In his long suffering, he does not want anyone to perish. Your joy is his delight. Your welfare is his concern. Go back to God today. Ask for forgiveness. He will yet save. He will save you and bring beauty out of ashes and double honor for every shame. Shalom, Maranatha.